Hey everybody, it's Sunday evening. Happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day to all of you who observe it. I hope all of you whose mothers are still around, you call them and wish them best wishes. If you couldn't see them, I went and spent some time with my mom today. And had to mow the yard when I got home. So been a nice day. It's in the 50s today, sunny. Decent day, it's cool, but it's sunny. So, I'd like to go outside, but I had too much to do, so, it's supposed to be 90s by Tuesday, so I figured I'd better get the yard mowed while it's cool, so I did that. So, today I'm going to do a beer I know absolutely nothing about. I'm going to do the Freigeist Abraxxas with 3 X's. You can see 2 little X's in there. It says a smoked Lictenhainer Weisse. So all I know is it's a smoked Weisse beer. I did go to the, there's a little bit on the bottle here. It says Freigeist is the experimental offshoot of Cologne's revolutionary small brewing Braustelle. Here we strive to break the chains of industrial brewing by reviving and updating Germany's unique historical beer styles. Inspired by the Eastern German tart wheat beer style, once known as Lictenhainer, Abraxas is sour and complex with a balancing smoky maltiness. Brewed and bottled by Braustelle at Brauerei Gahler, Zeil am Main, Germany. This is distributed by Shelton Brothers in the United States here, so I went to their site. There's a little bit more. I'll put that on the website or below the video. It says Abraxas is inspired by an old style of smoked Weisse beer known as Lichtenhainer, which was popular in 19th century Eastern Germany. The Freigeist version has been either modernized or retrograded. You decide. Because brewers Sebastian and Peter are fans of disappearing sour beers like Berliner Weisse and Gose, they like to add some sourness to many of their beers. They also figure that most beers in the past would have had some degree of sourness, so why not create a sour Lictenhainer? And who knows, Lictenhainer might very well indeed have had some lactic sourness. The name of the beer comes from the Gnostic deity Abraxas in Hermann Hesse's novels. Freigeist brews 2 versions of this beer. Abraxas just got 1 X, a more subtle 3.2% beer, and Abraxas, this one with 3 X's, a bigger, more sour, and yet still refreshing version at 6%. Add the extra XX for sour. So, I do like sour beers, I do like smoked beers, I do like wheat beers, Weisse beers, Berliner Weisses I like, so, just a plain old cap, nothing to it, so, a little bit of smoke out of the glass, a little bit of pop. For this, I'm just going to use a standard pint glass here. Okay, we got a nice, cloudy, dark yellow, almost orange beer. Bunch of carbonation streaming up. Got a finger of a really, those are fine bubbles too, so it's a really finely bubbled head, white, about a finger, really nice looking beer. Oh wow, yeah, that's got a nice taste. It's just get a hint of that smokiness from the smoked malts. I'm definitely getting those wheat beer characteristics: lemon, orange peel, wheat, a little bit of clove. Like I said, just a hint of the light smoke. Maybe just a little bit of a sugar note there, but definitely getting that grainy wheat malt and subtle smokiness. Really nice. There's a slightly earthy, almost sourdough bready yeast funk to it, and a definite grassy lemon aroma too. So it's a good smelling beer. So let me give it a taste. Wow, that's nice. It starts with a really nice, I guess lactic acidity is what you'd say. Pick up that yeast, almost a little hay note. Definitely the citric flavors though. Lightly smoked. I'm getting a nice smoke flavor on this. Not a real heavy smoke on it. And some definitely the spicy wheat flavors. The finish has a like a traditional Berliner Weisse, has a nice mildly bitter, mildly dry grain profile. Just bitter, not sour. Little bit of a spicy clove in there. Not as much tartness and sourness as I was hoping for, and not as much smokiness as I was hoping for, but it's really, really, really a good smell, good tasting beer. It's nice. It's different than your typical Weizenbach or any other of the German wheat styles for sure. That slight tartness and smoky malts. Not really all that sour. More tart than sour, but there is a sourness there too. The aftertaste, not a real clean finish, but just some nice banana and maybe some clove. Some of those nice notes that you get from most Weiss beers. Really, really nice tasting beer. It's a fairly light mouthfeel. The carbonation has dissipated quickly. There's still a decent amount of carbonation streaming up, but certainly not like when it was first poured. I'm not sure if this is a bottle conditioned beer or not. I'm thinking from the cloudiness there might be, but I don't see any sediment or anything in there yet. But I haven't got everything from the bottle into the thing. It's a really smooth, crisp, dry, refreshing beer, that's for sure, as a Weiss beer should be. And those sour notes add to that refreshingness, and that's slightly, it's still a slight smoky taste. Really adds a nice twist to it. So I'm enjoying this so far, so let me sit. I'll add the rest of it, and I'll come back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's only been 20 minutes or so. I added all the rest of this. I've been sipping this. This is a really nice beer. I swirled it around and before I added the rest. I don't think it's still a cloudy beer, but I don't see any floaties or anything in it. So it's just a naturally cloudy Weiss beer, that's for sure. As it's warmed up, the smokiness has come out a little bit. The sourness has receded a little bit. It's definitely not the I was hoping for, I had no idea what to expect, but I was hoping for, a little more smokiness, a little more sourness. They're both subtle still, even though smokiness come out a little bit more. They're both subtle, but they blend with this Weiss style very well. This is a really, really nicely balanced beer. I mean, there is nothing that really stands out, but everything just blends together perfectly. I really enjoy drinking this beer. I'm definitely going to have to get some more, and definitely try some more if I can find some some more from this brewery. I'd never heard of the beer or the brewery, but it was recommended to me by Joe up at John's Grocery. I hope to make a trip up there next week and get my one bottle that they're going to allow people to have for the Love Child #3 from Boulevard. Apparently they only got a couple cases, but Joe said he'd set me one back, so hopefully that is supposed to come in next week. Hopefully I'll be able to get one, but I'm going to give the I like the use of the smoked malt in this Berliner Weisse. I've not had a lot of them, but the few I've had I've really liked. The traditional Weiss beers. This is definitely not traditional, I think, but there's an earthiness to this yeast, but whatever they use in this is really nice too. And the wheat malts and everything, it just blends really, really well. This is a really good beer. It's tasty. It's really easy to drink. Definitely an interesting beer to try. If you're expecting a Rausch beer with that heavy, you're not going to taste bacon. You just got a light smokiness. It's very subtle. If you're expecting a goose or something like that, or a sour, you're not going to get that either. But there's a light sourness, a light smokiness, with all the aspects of a good Weiss beer, blended really well. I'm going to give the Freigeist Abraxxas with 3 X's, smoked Lichtenhainer Weiss. I'm going to give it a good solid 9 out of 10. Damn good beer. If you see it, pick it up. Thank you to Joe for recommending it to me, and hopefully I can find some others. I didn't find anything at their website. There was nothing on their on the brewery's website. I even mentioned this beer. So everything's from Shelton Brothers, their distributor. So 9 out of 10 for the Freigeist Abraxxas. Till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.